morning. I think if we don't change something, we're always screwed. So, morning everybody. Today, something very interesting. I guess one of the longest bows from Alibo. You know, all the Yarha, we did reviews, we compared them to other Manchu bows. But for some, the Yarha does 35 inches. My assistant Andy, who borrowed me his Yarha, draws his Yarha 36 inches, but of course you should not do this. Look what Alibo is now doing. A friend of mine, Alexander from Germany, from Munich, told me that Yarha built now, when you pay $20 more, a Longdraw version of the Yarha. And this one has now, I can't read that. Wait a second, I have glasses. I could maybe possibly read it. 28 at 30, no, 30 pounds at 28 inches and 50 pounds at 38 inches. So, the Longdraw Yarha does 38 inches. Or, I most probably don't get there, but we get there. So, now let's compare it to the normal Yarha. What is different? I don't know. So this is Andy's one, and please don't ask me again, this is snake skin, but we don't get this for the European market because of protected animals and stuff like this, so it can be custom problems, so you get it in all these nice and fancy colors here, right? So now look what we have. The two Yarha. First of all, this Yarha, the Longdraw, has two ray skin arrow passes on both sides of the handle. The normal one has only one. And then for the wrist. So look at this. The sears are identical completely. Only the fiberglass limbs are 2 inches. Yeah, so maybe 4 inches longer, the bow, even if you see the difference here, the old one and the new one behind it. The rest, angles, everything completely similar. Even here the flex in the handle is the same, so we have only a little bit more of fiberglass. This costs you $20 more. It's fine, of course I need a bit more leather then too. Pretty interesting. The old one from Nook to Nook, I made this once, but I, you know, has from Nook to Nook 64 inches, and the Longdraw Yarha. It's interesting that Alibo does this. I like this stuff. I like when companies listen. Handle feels a little thicker, but I'll tell you in a second. 66. So it's overall then only 2 inches more, but gives you 3 inches more of draw. Sounds like a deal. So let's see. The Yarha. The normal Yarha, $160, as we know it. And this thing is easy to string. There you go. The normal Yarha. And now we need to see, I think this was the string box bag. Looks like. So now I of course don't know if Alexander ordered 2 strings or if Alibo is listening and is including 3 strings. Really? So maybe he ordered more strings. But on the other side, if there would be now 2 strings or 3 in it, you know, for in the rating, would give you 1 more point. But let's see what we have. Looks kind of the same. Where is it? There it is. So this bow doesn't matter, but I guess this one is the upper part. So then we consider this one the lower limb. So I think the sears look a little thicker, but we check there in a sec. Cool. So Yes, what did I say? 30 pounds at 28. Oh, yup, so easy. Straight. Sodala. See, this is the Longdraw, and this is the normal Yarha. They look pretty much the same. Only here, let's see, let's put the handle in the center. It's not much difference. Look at this, the sea is just an inch further away, and the string bridge is a little more out. So it's not that big of a difference. Where you have a difference, the handle of the normal Yarha is nice, and the handle of the new Yarha is quite massive. I can tell you, when you measure the circumference on the thickest part of the old one, we have 10 centimeters, and the new one 11. So handle is a little thicker, but it's still fine. So old one 35 inches, no big deal, would even do 36. And the Longdraw, let's see. Look at this. So this is a 36-inch arrow. Brace height, didn't check the brace height, is a little more. Oh well, brace height first. Brace head of the normal Yarha, 7. Brace head of the Longdraw Yarha, 7 and almost a half. But I guess you can even change it on the old one. So we have a little more brace head, which is always nice for a Manchu. I would maybe extend it even more. That's actually the thing, because the real Manchus, they had 9-10 inches. So I would make this one way shorter, because I don't throw 38 inches. So I would give here 2 more inches brace height. We test this later, and then still 36-inch max draw. So only because, look, but this would be now 36, and there's no end. So we will shoot 36 inches with this one then. Pretty impressive. Let's shoot normal Yarha, 35 inches. We have even a knocking point on this one. Would do, as you see, 36, no problem. The new one, handle is really massive. Oh, not the new one, the Longdraw Yarha. Nice. Kicks in the same way, feels the same. I mean, there's not that big of a difference, but you could draw way long. Oh, nice. So if you're not sure, I would go with a Longdraw. Just because you have a little bit more safety at the end. Ooh, Robin Hood. And if you really draw longer, you can get from Sarmat archery. These arrows are from Sarmat, they are 36 inches, but they can make you 38-inch arrows. This is not a problem. This bow shoots nice. This big handle fits quite good. I think I like it. Yeah, for the rest they are really identical. The sears are the same. Look, with the same spliced in horn thingy. Old one. Easy. Center shot. String sometimes comes a bit close here. Getting there. So that one. So Manchu bows don't like katra. So what I would like to do is now only test for test purpose. Shorten the string quite a bit. Make sure that doesn't get too tense. Only to see what it does. So look at this. Still not a lot. 7 3/4. Seriously. I have an idea. I'll tell you in a second. So now we have 8 inches. How does it work with 8 inches? Still nice, but I have an idea. I will put the string of the short one on here, then we would I guess we have a little more brace height, and then we try and shoot it. Look at this. Now we have the string from the normal Yarha on the Longdraw Yarha. As the sears are the same, the loop is exactly the same. The loop ends here exactly on the string bridges, but we have now already 8 inches, but with not a very twisted string, so the string is still quite relaxed. Yes. And what we can do now is, you need to adjust it then, Andy. So what you will manage. So. Now we have. Should not overthrow it on the floor. Then I don't have to get on this floor so far away. 8.5. Does it look like a Manchu? 8.5 inches. And it's still, these are 36, so it's still not a problem. We are now 1 inch more brace height than we had. So if I draw it now, it's like I would draw the normal one at 37. Makes totally sense to me. Of course, the arrow is not that long in contact with the string anymore, but the behavior of the bow is different, and I shoot now constant groups. See, nice. I like this idea. So I would suggest, as an option at least, Alibo offer the shorter string for the long draw. Then you get this 8.5 inch brace height. Then the bow characteristic changes, and I like it this way more than the normal way, even if the normal way is nice too. 20 meters with the long brace height. Ooh, a bit to the right. That takes a bit of practice with this bow. How about you get there? Of course, these arrows are 650 grain. Look at this. I like the bow. Like this. So now we have the height. Now we still shoot to the right. Go away, butterfly. My butterfly. See? This is how you work your way there. I like it like this, but of course this is my personal opinion. We shoot now with the normal string again. Now I have the normal string on it. Now we have between 7.5 and 8 inches again. Arrow is longer in contact with the string. Ooh. See? That's what happens then. Yeah, it's fine too. It's fine. It's both ways fine. Too high again. That's what you get. I don't make no speed test because it's roughly the same as the Yarha has, so it's still not a speed demon. It takes a few shots and then you get there. Pretty, and I like the bigger handle. Feels nicer, especially when you do your but you know, your high wrist, your Fallen Talon, I forgot the name again. Then you get more draw. The normal one, this is 34. This would be 35, but I can't put it on 35 because I don't have a bolt there. What we get at 34 is a little over 60 degrees. So 33 inches, you have a 60-degree string angle with the normal draw Yarha. We make now 36, just because. So this bow would do 2 inches more, you know that. And here we are way beyond. So there is not that big of a difference. So even this one is at 33 inches, 60 degree. But you see this one looks way more relaxed. Oh, nice. And it does 2 inches more, but I don't have a dot down there, so I can't hook it in. But at least you can draw everything without being afraid. So at least 36 inches without staking anything. And if you want to draw more, get a bit longer arrows or get a shorter string. Then you have more brace head. Looks more like these Manchu bows were on this old photos and paintings. You know, that looks like they had kind of like 9 inches or 10 inches brace height. Get the short string for the long Yarha. Then you have 8.5 inches, maybe 9 inches brace height. Then this bow feels really good, but of course it loses a little because the longer the arrow is in contact with the string, the better for the kinetics, for the energy. But even this way, just nice. Handle, I said, is quite bulky, but for a bow in this size and for my hands, just nice. Look at this. Even the, you know, from the military version where you draw from above, you know, you have everything, your stance. There's this nice video out from my brother, and you draw here, boom. I think it doesn't kick as much as the small one, but can be because of the handle. Handle is bigger, compensates for the vibration a bit more. Going. Works too. Fun shooter. I said it's not the fastest, but that's not the purpose of a Manchu. Okay, we do a speed test. So this is 40 pound at 35. We draw 36, then it's 43 maybe. 112 with 650 grain arrows. 112, I guess, again. Feathers getting wet. 114. And I draw the other one 36 too. This one has 50 at 38. So I guess we are roughly at 44, 45. Like with the other one at full draw. Oh, there it goes. 126. They don't like the short distance. I snap easily, especially from a bow like this. 121. So maybe a little more kick here. Yeah, 120. So a little faster. So there you have it. Which one should you get? Depends. So when you think you will never manage to draw more than 34, 35 inches, and maybe you have small hands, or a female who wants to try this bow but will never draw more than, I said, 34, 35, go with the small one, with the normal Yarha. It's just fine, just perfect. Handle is small. You have a raised skin arrow path, which is significantly smaller, as you see. I didn't measure it, but you see this is a thumb width and this is 1.5 thumb width. So this arrow path of the Longdraw is way wider. So that's why it would make sense to have more brace height. Right now we are almost the same, ½ inch more brace height. If you draw Mediterranean already, whatever, 31, 32 inches, and you want to start thumb release, and for sure because you're a big guy, you have big hands, you will reach 36 easy. Go with the Longdraw, it's $20 more. In my opinion, fully worth it. So even I don't draw normally 36 inches, I draw 35 max. I would even go for the big one. I would get the shorter string, make my bracelet a bit wider, looks a bit more historically correct, and still shoots the same, and I can draw easy 36 inches without thinking that I will break my bow. And the handle, the big one, fits me better. So even when you do then, as said, your high risk grip, that you draw a bit more, just fine. So there you have it. There you have the two bows. Both are awesome, $160, $180, I think. I need to check. And you get 10% off with the AMIN10 voucher code. Get one if you want to start Longdraw. It's awesome. One thing you see strong, the sear angle of the short one is a tiny bit more aggressive, but there can be, yeah, looks like, yes, look at this. So put the string, align the string bridges, and then you see the sear angle of the short one is a little more aggressive, but minor. So there you have it. The limbs are not wider, they're only a little longer, and the handle is way bigger. And if you like a narrow arrow pass, go with a normal. This one is really massive. Could have done maybe differently, I don't know. But it's like it is. That's why longer bracelet beneficial for the Longdraw. And then you still have 36 easy, but this more historical correct feel of it. And I think it's a little faster. So well done, Alibo. Both awesome, and thank you very much, Alexander, again. He ordered it. He told me that Alibo builds it as a Longdraw. I didn't even know that, because Alibo doesn't tell me when they do something new. I don't know why. And I will pack it then and send it to you to Germany. Dottore, mille grazie. Here you have it, the bow. That was it for today. It's getting way too hot. Next comparison will be the Keshik in 40 pounds, which draws 33 inches, and the Keshik in 50 pounds, which is limited to 30 inches. What are differences? How does it feel? And so on. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.